Hello H3 Cruisers!
Hi, AT2er.
Welcome back to the channel. So today we have a very important episode, correct?
Yeah.
Now this episode is about ship time, and this is a great video for those of you who have never been on a cruise or have no clue what ship time is, what it means, and what are the consequences if you don't know what ship time is, correct?
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's get right to the episode. Okay, H3 Cruisers, let's get right to the topic of ship time. But before we do, we have one thing to say. If you like the content in this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button below too, right? That's right, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Now, lastly, this video is very, very important for those who have never been on a cruise or don't know what ship time is. So if you don't know what ship time is, you're in the right place. You need to watch this. If you have friends or family that don't know what ship time is, have never been on a cruise, and they have one planned, booked, and they're getting ready to go on it, make sure you hit the share button below as well and send them the link to this video because it could save them thousands of dollars in fees because it's expensive to not know what ship time is, correct? Okay, so let's talk about ship time. Without any further ado, let's get right to it. Ship time is the time of the port the ship originally started from. So if you start from Long Beach, go down to Cabo, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, while in those ports, ship time is actually Long Beach time. If you get on a cruise in Port Canaveral, go down to, let's say, Cozumel, when you're in Cozumel, you need to be thinking about Port Canaveral time, not the time in the port. A lot of people make that mistake. They get off the ship, right?
Yeah.
And they say, be back at 8 o'clock, and they show up 8 o'clock Cabo time. Now, in Cabo, that's not such a big deal, but if you are on the East Coast, it is a much bigger deal and very expensive. So, for example, if you get on the ship in Long Beach, right, and you go down to Cabo, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta, and by the way, Cabo and Mazatlan are currently, as I record this, an hour ahead of Long Beach time. And Puerto Vallarta is 2 hours ahead of Long Beach, right?
Yeah.
So, they'll go down to Cabo or Puerto Vallarta, or let's just say Puerto Vallarta, and they say, be back on the ship by 8 o'clock. They show up 8 o'clock Puerto Vallarta time. Now, what's the consequences for that?
You will be early.
Yes, you will be early back to the ship by 2 hours. Correct?
Yeah.
So you don't want to be back to the ship 2 hours early, especially if you were planning on doing more and you kind of rushed back thinking you were going to be late. So the consequences aren't so bad. You just end up at the ship really early and realize you could have spent 2 more hours out and about in Puerto Vallarta or an hour extra in Cabo or Mazatlan. Now, depending on the time of year, that could change up, and Cabo and Mazatlan are the same time as Long Beach, and Puerto Vallarta is only an hour ahead. Now, let's flip the roles around, right? Let's say you were to cruise from Port Canaveral, Florida, to Cozumel, and let's say they said to be back on the ship by 8 o'clock, and you show up 8 o'clock in Cozumel. What's the consequences?
You will be early.
No.
You will be late.
Yes, you will be late. And what happens if you're late?
It will leave you.
The ship will leave you. So if you cruise from Port Canaveral, and let's say right now it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and in Cozumel it is noon. They are an hour behind. And they say be back tonight, 8 o'clock. You show up 8 o'clock Cozumel time. The problem is ship time is 9 p.m. and you are an hour late, and that ship is not sitting there, right? The ship's gone. And you're freaking out. My ship, it's gone. What happens if they're late to the ship and the ship is gone?
You're going to have to pay a lot of money. You want to get back to the day.
That is correct. You will have to pay a lot of money to get back to the ship. The good news is the cruise lines will help you get back to the ship if it still has more ports en route. but it is going to be very costly. You will get the bill, right?
Yeah.
So we don't want that. Now, with that said, remember, the home port that the ship leaves from is the time you want your clocks on. The best recommendation I can give for you is to, on your phone, put on the home screen the time of the home ports. That way, when you're going through, it will always show that city and that time. So that way you don't have to worry about it, because the last thing you want to do is be late to a ship, correct?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if it was like a 3-hour difference? You get back 8 o'clock, realize the ship left 3 hours prior? That would be horrible.
Yeah.
Because guess what's going on? Everyone's drinking and partying on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Having fun. They're at the comedy club. And you're sitting there on a pier wondering where your ship is.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Mm-mm.
I think she's still tired. Are you tired?
No.
Okay, you're just kind of like out of it in this episode. But anyways, guys, that's it. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, right? Thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and share this video with your new cruising friends who have yet to cruise, right?
Yeah.
That's it, guys. We're out. We'll see you in the next vlog. Take care, everyone.